Hi everyone, Purpose Living here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I will be bringing to you some of my favorite beauty products. What I have for you today is eyeliners, eyeshadows, etc. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to go into is primers. So I have two favorites at the present moment. So one of them is and it's in a sample size, it is the Lancome Prep and Matte. I love this primer because it is matte and it's moisturizing. I think it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I think it's good for the winter time. When we think matte, we think dry. But for some odd reason, this ain't dry, child. It is really moisturizing, but it does the job. It does what it needs to do, which is mattify the skin. I've worn this primer for over 16 hours and my makeup still stayed beat, honey. So this is my first one. My next one is, I think those who are into beauty and makeup and things of that nature can attest to this one because it's a very popular one right now, I might add. And it is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Ooh, girl, mama tell us something. This right here, for every skin type, it is moisturizing. For those who have not yet tried it, it gets sticky on the skin when it gets tacky. But girl, this is what it does. This is what it does, honey. So when you put this on, you need a little bit. Leave it on the skin for a little bit. Get you a sample size. I like to buy the sample size. Wait, I might just get the full bottle. I just feel like if I get the full bottle, it will not have the same effect. And I really enjoy a travel size. This is not a sample size, but a travel size. I have 4 foundations. So my first, and they're not in a particular order, I just really enjoy these 4 foundations. And my first one is, I'm just gonna go and get this one out the way. Mind your business, mind your business. Yes, my Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation that I talk so bad about, and I repented in my previous video. Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation must be applied with your beauty sponge or your beauty blender. It is not full coverage, it is very light coverage but mattifying. If for somebody like me who doesn't really enjoy a mattifying foundation, what I make sure to do is to prep my skin in a way that it doesn't leave me dry, my skin feeling tight. I make sure I hydrate. I use a lot of serums, whatever. So I do enjoy this, and this is of late. So this has become my new favorite, and they are not in any particular order. So the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation is one of my absolute favorites to date, right as of now. My next one is, ooh, baby, yes. My next favorite is the Juvia's I Am Magic. Oh, and I might add the shade that I use in the Marc Jacobs is Y470. That's the color that I use. So the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation is everything, honey. Everything. Everything. This right here, full coverage. When I tell you flawless on the skin, and it's super affordable. I am in the shade Aqua. That's number 330, shade Aqua. I probably could have gone up to another shade. I can't remember the name right off the bat right now, but there's another shade that is one shade lighter than this one that would fit me, I guess, perfectly. But I absolutely enjoyed it. I know how to finesse this, honey. So doesn't matter. I'll make you do what it do. I have foundations that are absolutely dark, and when I'm done, you cannot tell. Okay? The ones that I'm really, about is the ones that are lighter. The ones that are darker, I can make it work, honey. So Juvia's is another one of my favorite. It is not drying, hydrating enough. If you're trying to get your face beat, Juvia's I Am Magic. My next favorite, and I get a lot of compliments when I wear this particular one. I get compliments saying that, oh, this looks like your skin but better. And when I first purchased it, I did not like it, to be honest with you. But as I started to give it a chance and give it a try and wear it, I really began to appreciate it. It's very lightweight on the skin. It applies beautifully with brush or beauty sponge. Yes, honey, put this on and you good. Like, it's not matte, it's hydrating, but it gives you a skin-like finish. No pimples, no mosquito bite, nothing, baby girl. Yeah, so this is a really good one. So I'm in the shade Butter Pecan. Absolutely love it. My fourth and final foundation is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear. So now you can see that I really use my foundation, right? I do. And I think this is Carcass, I think this is in the shade Carcass. I do have another one, but it is not in the shade. Baby, another awesome mix this one with, let's say, a matte foundation. So summertime, besties, mix together and make it work, right? But if you wear this alone, you will begin to get oily. But overall, this is a really good one. It just applies creamy, rich, beautiful, and it is what it says it is. Natural Radiant Longwear. So somebody with dry skin will definitely enjoy this very foundation. So let's jump into concealers, and I have here two concealers that I really enjoy. I really enjoy them. So my first one is the Fenty Beauty concealer, the Pro Filter, in the shade 385. This is my actual skin color, 385, but I probably will not get back another shade which is 385 because it's my complexion. I'll probably get one that is lighter. I recommend this. I absolutely love it. It blends amazing. Blending, honey. The blending. It's everything. You'll just enjoy applying your makeup when you use this concealer. So she also came out with a more creamy foundation, which I think is absolutely amazing. I do not own a bottle. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't own a bottle. Why me don't know? You know? Cause me don't know. Debbie, you're supposed to own a bottle. Yeah. But anyway, this is an amazing one and I absolutely love it. Another concealer that I had to grow to love, but when I tell you I thoroughly enjoy this concealer, and it is the daughter to the Born This Way foundation, and it is the Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer, and I use the shade Butterscotch. But guess what, when I wear this and the foundation together, let me tell you something. You saw me wear this and the foundation together. Let me tell you, listen, boo boo, I love it. I enjoy it. I think this is a really good concealer. It is hydrating. And I think the coverage is amazing. If you just apply your concealer under the eye, apply, right? And then you let it sit, then you'll get some coverage, right? Just let it dry down a little bit and then you start blending it in. Yes, honey. So now we're going to jump into powders and bronzer. Powder. Let's talk about setting powders. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about 4 powders that I am enjoying and that are my favorite of late. Some are oldie but goodie, but some, well, 1, 2 are recent purchases. Laura Mercier, and I'm out pretty much. I have a little bit left. Laura Mercier is the real OG, the real You know, along the real bad man them want dance and can't dance. All comes OG. You understand? So this powder here works for every skin tone, honey. I know it's white. Well, there's none in the cap. It's white or beige, I should say, but it works for dark skin tones, light skin tones. It just works. It just works for everybody. So go ahead and get you one. Do yourself some justice. And they also, for my deeper melatonin women, there is another shade that is darker that you will definitely enjoy. It is drying, however, it just works. Just spray your face, honey. Give yourself some and you'll be good to set your concealer, and you can also use it to set your face. Just a light amount to dust over the face to really set your makeup. You're good to go. Set the under eye, the areas that you highlight, the bridge of your nose, forehead for some. I don't highlight my forehead because, you know, it big. I don't need to highlight it. So anyway, good one. One of my recent purchases is actually the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And there's a particular brush that I use to do this one. I prefer not to use my sponge to set. I like to use a brush, and I will show you that specific brush when we get to brushes. It's amazing. It does have a little bit of a glow to it. It's highlighting to the skin. I'm actually wearing some right now under my eye. I'm using 2 powders today to set my under eye. This is one of them. This is my first one. And I'm going to talk about the next one that I used to set. And it is the Huda Beauty shade Kunafa Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I love the scent. If you have sensitive skin, you may not want to purchase this because Huda Beauty, their products is high perfume. Smells great. For someone with sensitive skin, you will not be so happy with this one, but I absolutely enjoyed it. It is the most recent purchase. Will I repurchase it again? The answer is yeah, 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 yeah. Last but not least is almost like our e.l.f. Halo powder. It has a glow to it. I remember when I used to use it before I use a more yellow powder, I would wonder, why is it my under eyes are glowing? Why is my skin glowing? Why am I glowing? And I'd use it to like set my primer before I apply my foundation, and I would wonder, why is it that I'm glowing? I didn't want to glow. I just wanted to set so that my foundation could last all day, honey. But then I realized it has that glow. There's some glowiness in it, just like the Halo. Is it a good one? Yes, but you have to be careful. For somebody with dry skin, they will definitely enjoy. And again, this is a travel size. The shade is medium. I also have the lighter one, which is a more matte. The medium one is more glowing. So if you have oily skin, just be very careful with this one. If you have dry skin, ball in, just go all out. You'll be happy. Your face will be happy. So this is another one, travel size. I told you I just like travel size. I like to try. This is the thing I like about Sephora. You can always get a smaller size so that you can try the product before you go ahead and make a big purchase. You know what I mean? Yeah, you. Where you gone? How where your friend there? I wish she there. Tell her to come because we don't have time for waste. Camera time ago. Video light for shoot and all these things. Oh, the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil and the Precise My Brow from ladies and gentlemen. 1,000, 1,000,000, kajillion, kabillion% recommend these. Benefit is everything. What more can I say? What can I say? The number that I picked up is the number 6 and the number 5 in the My Precise. And the Goof Proof number 6. Let's go into bronzer. What I use for bronzer. So what I use for my bronzer is the Black Radiance powder in the shade Rich Mahogany. I use this to bronze my face. I'll use like 2 or 3 bronzers in one. So this is from the Shayla Times ColourPop Under Construction bronzer. Well, it's actually a blush. It's called Construct. Please excuse my accent. I like to use it as a bronzer, not as a blush, because I think the color is just absolutely gorgeous as a bronzer. Nice reddish tone. So I enjoy using this one. And there's one that a lot of people have no clue about, and it is from the Chinese store, the 99-cent store, my girl. Everything that have to come from Ulta, everything don't have to come from Sephora, the 99-cent store. And it's from Jordana, and it is a bronzer in the shade Blush Powder Bronze. Okay, anyway, I absolutely like this one too. Let me just swipe a little bit on my arm right there so you can see. I love it. And yeah, I think it's really nice. So let's go into eyeshadows. So no, let's go into highlighter. My all-time favorite highlighter is none other than the Stila Brilliance highlighter. Bead face, not so much bead. Like, I just love it. I love the consistency. It has a little bit of a wetness to it. I love the way it applies on my brush. I will show you the brush that I use to apply it. I've been using this for a while, and I'm still continuing to use it. And let's get into eyeshadow. This particular eyeshadow I have not used in a while, but I still pulled it out because it is one of my favorites. The Too Faced Just Peachy palette. Just peachy, honey. I remember watching Jackie Aina years ago when she was not Jackie Aina yet. She was Little Miss Pumpkin Pie. And she introduced us to this palette. Well, she introduced me to this palette. It's all matte